born in Thessaloniki.
Yes.
The day I was born, I was 1926, the 3rd, 23. My father was named Israel Moshe Seror.
Yes.
My mother was Emma Seror. And my brother was Moshe Israel Seror. And my sister, Joya Capone, is my sister. She's here in Australia now. She's about 3.5 years younger.
Mm-hmm.
Matika is the little one. She was about two and a bit years old.
Mm-hmm.
Sister Riqueta, she was about 18 months, something like that, because my mother, she got pregnant after 12 years of my sister, Joya. She's got 2 little ones.
I see.
My father used to do, we call him in Greek, tenikitsiziko.
Right.
It's in Greek. And that's what my father used to do. He had his own business,
Mm-hmm.
and he had a machinery and things like this. And he used to do things for jams, making jams or a lot of different things. He used to have his own shop. He used to sell to the public too. But the Greek school, we used to have there half Hebrew. One day or 2 days a week, we used to have a Hebrew school. The Hebrews are Yiddish. See, we didn't know what Yiddish is. Mm-hmm. We speak Hebrew all the way. We used to not worry about anything else. You know, we used to have a good life home. We didn't care. I always used to sing in my home. And my mother always used to say to everybody, shh, Rachelica singing. She está cantando, and that's Spanish, her language. Rachelica está cantando. Hanukia yefefia, saprima limasia, anochim לראשום ראשום סהי היודע נבנה שנים רבות את ירושלים באו גויים שרה גדולה הייתה. Sorry. We used to live right in the center of Thessaloniki.
Oh, I see.
Right in the center of all the shopping areas.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We used to have these cinemas and the Jewish hospital on the other side. And we used to be not far from Thessaloniki, whatever you want to do. Mm-hmm. We never had a problems till the time the Germans come in.
I see.
Always, no problems whatsoever. I was proud to be Jewish.
Right.
There's nothing wrong to be Jewish. But I know I was born a Jew, and I'll die a Jew. 1939, my father had a friend. I don't know if he comes from America or from England. He says to my father, Israel, pack up your business and go away from Thessaloniki because it's going to be a very bad war.
Yeah.
My father didn't want to leave this business. And that's what happened. Mm-hmm. Would have done it, would have been saved all the family now, but he didn't want to leave this business. Germans walked in Thessaloniki, that was on Sunday, I believe, if I can remember, because there wasn't the papers, they were marching in Thessaloniki, and my father, he took us, all the family, away from Thessaloniki, took us little village away from Thessaloniki. And the Germans was a bit quiet, he brought us back home. I can remember everything was so quiet. The time comes 1943, they first started giving you the Star of David, to tell you you're a Jew, you're a Christian. The Greek government, they objected that really. They didn't want us to give the star. The Greek people, they didn't like that, and they had orders from the Germans. They've got to do it. There's nothing that can be done. Mm-hmm. See, and we all up there with the Star of David. They start gathering the Jewish people to the
ghettos.
To the ghettos. We left everything in the house. We picked up the kids, and we marched. And when they marched us to the camp, we went to live with my uncle, because he had a big house. We stayed there with him. And there was quite a lot of people. There was a big area. There was sealed in with wires. Yeah, machine guns at the top. Mm-hmm. And the Germans was with a gun, raus, if you don't do anything. But most of them, the Jewish police with the rubber band. Everything was sealed with wires all around it. Everybody was wandering around all the time till the time your time comes to
Did you
transport you.
How long did you stay there?
I was there about 16 to 18 days because, I'll tell you, I'll explain now, because I had a Greek friend, and when she came to see me, the people were throwing fruits from the wires, and the people, the Germans didn't like that. And she says to me, I'll get rid of you, don't worry, I'll find a way to get you out of here.
Yes.
And that day, I told to my father wanted me to go with him. I said, look, I'm going with my uncle. I stay here and I go with him. He didn't like the idea. But my uncle said, don't worry, the next transport, we coming and I'll take her with us. My father said, all right, that was his brother. That day it was, I don't know, it was in the morning, early, I can't remember. My sister was sick. And my mother put a lipstick on because if the Germans know you're sick, you're finished. And I put a scarf around her neck. I kissed my mother, kissed my brother, my father, my grandmother, the children. Jesus. And I went. And I went back to my uncle. And the next couple of days after my friend came in, she said, don't worry, we got everything organized for you. Such a day, I don't remember the day. She said, be ready, sharp, that time. And I said to myself, what? In the corner, there was a house. The Germans, the lights over there, you're not allowed to go out. Dark, you're not allowed to, there's a certain time you're not allowed to go in the street. If you go in the street that night, you're by yourself,
They shoot you.
you're finished. And there was a house like this, the lights you can't see. There was a house, right, like this. And I said to my uncle, before I tell you that story, I said to my uncle, it's a friend of mine is coming to bring me a parcel. He says to me, just be careful. She knows the lady was living in that house. She said, be careful with the Germans. And I think that was the right time. You are allowed to walk. And I went to that place and I was trying to have a conversation with the families. And I said, oh, they're here. And I went sharp, quick to that corner. There was a police station in the corner. And the other wires already lift up from the bottom. And you know what? My heart was so beating. I thought myself, I've got two chances. Or I'll be dead or I escaped. Oh, thank God they helped me. And there was two sisters. They were Russian girls. That's what they saved me.
Oh, the father was a priest.
A priest.
Right.
A Russian priest.
Yeah.
And they are, some of the people, they are very good. They help a lot of Jewish people.
Right.
And they were very good to me. And they kept me all the time in their own place.
Yeah.
It was a two-story house.
Yes.
And that house, there was only them are living at the top there. Only them people, only the
people, yes.
the family.
The family.
And there
yes.
was, but friends used to come sometimes, and they used to say, it's a cousin.
Oh, you were as a cousin.
They had to say that because, you know, we dark and it's a cousin, they get away. But something happened one day, I was not quite sure. Somebody dove in, you know,
Yes.
and they had to take me away.
Where to?
To one of the villages. I don't quite know the village, but it took me, I was quite, in the night times it took me away because I wouldn't dare to pull my face out. But when I was up top in the veranda, not a veranda, in the window, the curtains, I couldn't go out, I couldn't see anything, and I can see all the Jewish people marching.
From the ghetto?
There, from the street, there was high, full, long road, a lot of people with the kids marching. And now my heart come to pieces because I know where they got them from. The one going to the railway station, that was very far, and they all the walk. I felt so upset and unhappy, you know, to see them walk.
Did you know about concentration camps?
No, nothing. We didn't know what was going on in life then there. Nobody knew in Greece what they're going to do to the Jews and what happened. My sister, when she went, she was in Auschwitz. She's got an arm on her. When she went to the Auschwitz, she was waiting for me to come to the next transport. And the people went in, and he says to my sister, "Your sister escaped from the camp in Auschwitz." Oh, she was so happy. And my father had a friend, his name was Jaco. He had a taverna. He had a taverna, taverna, and he was a very good friend of my father's. He went in, he says, "Rashelika escaped." My father was happy. And they knew I escaped from the camp. Everything was in peace, so the Germans left. I went in to find out if my people was alive. And all of a sudden, telegram come. One sister's alive. And you know, the joy was for me when I found that out.